Hey everyone, I'm here today to demonstrate a way to release the fascia in our abdomen. And this is a really important tool to have or skill to have because this area tends to be a spot that the fascia can get tethered or sort of stuck or adheres to the underlying layers. And it starts to create biomechanical issues a lot farther from where the tension arises. So you can get shoulder issues, you can get neck issues, you can get low back issues, hip issues. So releasing through here can be incredibly profound and helpful. And it's it's especially important for people who have any disruption to this area as well. So I'm looking at new moms, especially those who had a cesarean, any abdominal surgery really. Looking at people who get really bad menstrual cramps, people who have irritable bowels. All of those things tend to generate tension through our fascia, and like I said, can really restrict our mobility elsewhere. So typically I like to release using a ball like this, and I actually lie prone on it and let it do a lot of the work. But I realize not everyone has this readily available. The other thing you can use, this is a tune-up yoga ball, also a little miracle in and of itself. A lacrosse ball works as well, but today we are going to use these guys, our hands, because everyone has them accessible and it's one less excuse why you can't do this. So you are going to lie on your back for this with your knees bent, and you're going to expose your abdomen, so skin to skin here. And then what you're going to start with is just slow down your breathing a little bit, let your abdomen relax, or tend to not be very good at this. And you're just gonna move the layers of skin around. And you're just feeling where things move nicely, where they maybe don't move so nicely, where it feels a little icky. And I know that's such like a vague description, but it tends to be the word that's used most as I get into people's abdomen. So as I get down lower around my C-section scar, I feel like it's really tight and almost like the tissue's kind of knotted. And as I work there, I even feel it move distally or move kind of like around into my hip, which is actually sort of a good thing. And I don't have a lot of pressure through my hands at all. Like there's no blanching through my fingertips. It's not changing the way I can breathe or speak, but I've kind of sunk through the top layer, and I'm just moving my hands in little concentric circles. Concentric circles, is that even the right use of that word? I don't know. Anyway, moving them in circles. So when you get onto a good spot, like that one, what you're gonna do is just apply a little bit of pressure, and then you're actually gonna breathe into that spot. So direct your breath right there. And as I breathe in, my hands move apart, and then exhale and release it. And then I kind of move along. Take a deep breath into that spot. And then release it. And you just work your way around the abdomen. And to be honest, you'll know the spots that need more attention. A common area for people who've had babies is along the midline. Just be careful getting too close to the belly button, because that's a source of a lot of innervation and can be a little bit funny. Another really good spot is actually under the ribs where the diaphragm is. And this one is so important because when we get really tethered or stuck in through here, it can really affect the way our diaphragm moves and works. So again, I'm going to take a deep breath in and then exhale and kind of move that tissue away from my rib cage. So, you know, I may spend 3 or 4 minutes doing this. It feels really good. Like, it just is a really nice exercise to do. Oh, man, it's a good little nugget there. And traditionally, I would always focus on getting people's breathing mechanics honed in on or improved. And then I'd work on them engaging their core, but I didn't spend a lot of time releasing a lot of this tension. And to be honest, you can't breathe well and you can't engage your core well despite the best cues and the best body awareness if you've got a lot of tension in this area. Like, it just is not going to work. So this is a really great place to start if you're having issues with those things. So let me know how it goes, if it's helpful, what you feel while you're doing it, what you feel after, and I can't wait to hear. Hope it was helpful.